It's Kambada, the shaman, the god, the crack baby. And right now you're tuned in to Kofi's Universe, the #1 and most truest source for hip-hop news, reaction videos, sports, black culture, and much, much more. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. Bada.
I got my brother Nas Escobar, you know what I mean? Make some noise for Escobar! Yeah, you know, this is my favorite MC right here. I like using the word rapper, it's my favorite MC, like, you know what I mean? It's like, this is my brother, and then when it was that time, I had sat on a couple of beats for Supreme Clientele, but when I started like, yo, looking for a home and this and that, I couldn't find it, you know what I mean? So him and Pete, you know, came in, and Pete kept coming and coming and coming, but then it's my brother. I wouldn't rather give Supreme to nobody but my brother. You feel me? Because it's like that. It's someone I respect. I take as my brother since day one. It's my favorite artist, rap artist, like forever and ever. I got my and ever. You know what I mean? So yo, I want to just say, first of all, thank you to Massive Hill, but I want to thank my brother. Thank you so much. You know how we do. I love you. I love you. Because hold on, this the guy that made me see. I like MCs that make me want to go right. He was the one that made me want to go right when we was doing this shit in the 90s. You know what I mean? I wait for him to get hit and drop, and it was like, oh shit. Like I gotta go run back home and just go get the composition and start jotting and writing in that shit. You know what I mean? That was him. His pen. You know, he got an almighty pen. You know what I mean? One of a kind. And you know what I mean? One of a kind. The niggas can't touch this shit. So it's an honor for me to get ahead and place something that I had for like 25 years that been on my mind. I did other shit. And to circle back just to be with my brother on his same baseball team, nigga. We in a dugout together. And he here. You know what I mean? So yo, I just wanted to get that. So what we gonna do, we gonna play a couple of joints off the shit, you know what I mean? Some of them are just like one verses and play a couple of joints that, you know, not too much, maybe like 5 or 6 or whatever and shit, and a skit here and there. And you know, we gonna wait till, what's that? Next Friday, before we, you know, when that cake come out the oven, it's gonna be right there, bow. Y'all gonna see what it is. You wanna say something else?
Whatever he said about me, that goes back to him. This is one of the greatest rappers who ever touched planet Earth. This is one of the only dudes I hear hunger in him every time he raps. This is the only dude that has movies in every sentence when I hear it. I relate to him. It's from the streets, it's for the streets. This is one of the greatest ever. When he came out, he had a mask on his face. He ain't show his face. I said, who is that? He said, check out the rap kingpin, the Black Jesus. You know, he came in the game stating his statements to the world about what he loved for where he's from. Staten Island to the whole world. We love you, Los Angeles. We love you, LA. Whatever, love you, LA. We made our mark here. Y'all showed us love. We love you forever.
Love you.
Thank you, Supreme. Thank you, Los Angeles. Thank you, Supreme. Y'all know how we do. Supreme Clientele 2. Like my brother said, it's not easy to make a part 2 to a classic. He didn't mention classic. I'm going to say it for him. Super classic. People say the word classic too much. Nah. This brother's that. So this is part 2. I'm happy to be down with my brother. It's beautiful to stand together. Let's keep the unity thing going in hip hop. Let's keep that going.
YouTube salute. So Ghostface, Killah, and Nas celebrated each other at the Supreme Clientele 2 listening event. Go to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Shout out to GFK, man, giving Nas his flowers. That was beautiful as far as letting him know that Nas made him want to write, because too many MCs out there didn't make him want to write. Yes, people in the clan, you know, sharpen each other, but outside the clan, like I said, it was Nas. And remember, Nas came out in '94, Wu-Tang came out in '93, but Nas was already, you know, circulating. Wu-Tang was circulating too before '93, you know, with the Protect Your Neck single in '92. So they had their buzz going in the underground circuit. Then, you know, when they came to the surface level, it was on the cracking, like Action Jackson. But Nas giving Ghostface his flowers. A lot of people might not know this, but when Nas released It Was Written in 1996, the summertime, Nas said in the Source magazine, they interviewed him. He said he wish he can write like Ghostface Killah and wear a mask over his face. He's saying that when first came out, because remember, Ghostface used to wear that stocky um, mask over his face, or the Jason mask. The reason why, because remember, he was on a run from the police. The police was looking for him. But Nas said that he thought that was like the illest shit in the game. You know, now you see me, now you don't. Like, wow, look what he's doing. And he always felt that before Ghostface revealed his face, like he wish he can write, rap, and not show his face because I guess it's like the mystery. Like, look at MF Doom, all caps, may he rise in power. That was like dope. I mean, we know Doom before MF Doom, but I'm saying like this, not show your face. That's beautiful. It would have been dope if Ghostface would have kept that tradition. I would have been like, wow. But Ghostface being one of the greatest MCs of all time, yes, he is. He's one of the best storytellers of all time. I can argue with anybody about that. We talking about his verse on Impossible. We talking about Rainy Days, that verse. Think about that. We're talking about Can It Be All So Simple, especially the remix. Woo, he murdered that track. The Soul Controller, Motherless Child. All I Got Is You. Oh man, he went berserk on that. You know, there's so many great songs that Ghostface is, dived into his story bag and he just went berserk, and it was one of the best things hip hop experienced. Ghostface is up there with the Slick Ricks, the Nas. Coogee Rap is a great storyteller. Three Stacks is a great storyteller. There's other great storytellers, especially Biggie. Biggie's a great storyteller. People sleep on Biggie, man. He rise in power. Tupac was a great storyteller too, when he wanted to tap into that bag also. I mean, there's so many more great storytellers, so don't get me wrong. I'm just naming some of my favorite storytellers. I mean, you can name yours in the comment section, but it's just a beautiful thing to see a MC giving another MC they flowers, you know, especially at their age right now. They're in the 50 club, which is still in their prime, especially for men. When you get in your 50s, you actually reach your prime. So Nas dropping, you know, King's Disease trilogy, Magic trilogy in the 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, he was dominating. Got a Grammy for King's Disease, Volume 1. Ghostface, he dropped his album last year. I didn't really care for it. A couple of songs on there at the beginning, but yeah, but everybody's anticipating Supreme Clientele 2. Some people saying it's going to be garbage, it's going to be lackluster. It is what it is. I just want to hear some albums. I just want to hear hip hop. To me, it's all about bring it. We need this right now. Mass Appeal Records are doing a great job with the advertisement, with the promotion. We had Slick Rick, Raekwon, Ghostface Killer now, and Mobb Deep is up next in September with their unreleased project. Well, it's not an unreleased project, it's unreleased verses from Prodigy put together with Havoc, entirely produced by Havoc and The Alchemist, and you got De La Soul, the Primo Nas collab album this year, and you got the Big L album also. But y'all let me know in the comment section. Think about Nas saying Ghostface Killer is one of the best um, rappers in history on the planet. Post your comments below. Hope smash Black Panther the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content.